Hello everyone, it's day number 6 in my 30-day manifestation YouTube challenge, and I am manifesting more subscribers for my channel, so please hit the subscribe button and share the video with your friends and tell them to subscribe. Thank you so much. We're already growing this week, so that's exciting. And today on day 6, we are going to build on what we did yesterday. So this whole first week is basically on our intention, right? What we want to manifest. And today we are going to check in with our energy. So yesterday I gave you 3-card pull for steps for manifesting, for taking small baby steps toward that big dream. And today we're going to check in with our energy and see how we are feeling about it. Because to be honest, this happens a lot, people decide that they want something and it doesn't really resonate with their own energy. And so no matter what they do, they can't actually manifest it, but they can't figure out what's stopping them, right? And so that's what we're going to tackle today. So that's why alignment really matters, is that if you are, let's just say that you decide at random out of the blue, you decide, I want $1 million. All right. Well, what comes with $1 million is that you have to be working in a certain field at a certain job to make that in 1 year. Also, you have to get real about that. Suddenly you're not only earning the money, but you're also expending energy trying to care for it, because you can't just put $1 million in a bank account. It's only insured for $250,000. So you either need a bunch of bank accounts, you need to hire someone to invest for you, or you need to do it. So it changes all the things on your taxes, right? So these are all things that come with $1 million that may not resonate with your energy. Everything I just told you may have made you go, if it did, you don't really want to manifest $1 million. And the honest truth is, you don't have to manifest $1 million in a year to be a success. You just don't. But if you can stay in alignment with your energy, I promise you can manifest anything. So how do we check to see, if we are in line with our own energy? Well, I'm going to pull another tarot card because I work with them and I'm using my practical tarot decks. So it comes out in January. So you can pre-order now. Links in the notes down below. But basically, I pulled a card with the intention of, is my energy aligned with my intentions, right? And this is for everybody watching the video. It wasn't for me personally. I had Morgan draw the card. All right, we got the moon. And the moon is a very dreamy card. You can see the wolf is in the water and the fish are in the air. The moon card is almost always like that. Doesn't make a lot of sense because it's a dreaming card. It's a lucid dreaming, dreaming big. I call it the brainstorming card. And since I drew this with the intention of, is your energy aligned with your intentions? This would tell me that perhaps what you think you want to manifest, maybe you haven't thought it through enough yet. This card, when you're brainstorming with the moon, there's no limits. It's awesome. You come up with all these ideas, but you need to really examine them in the daylight because everything looks beautiful in the moonlight. So you may have picked something that you thought would look beautiful, but maybe you haven't thought through what the ramifications would be of getting that thing. So let's throw out manifesting a house, right? So maybe you decide, I'm going to manifest a house, but you hate your job, right? So the energy that you're putting out is, I want to manifest this house, but you're also conflicted because in order to get that house, you have to keep this job that you hate. That energy is not in alignment at all. You should focus on your job first. Find a job you love, then buy that house because that house is going to tie you to that job, right? So that's what I'm talking about with this moon energy, is be sure that you have thought through all the ramifications of what you decided this week that you want. And it takes time to figure that out. So what if you have just seen this card and heard me say that and went, oh, it's me, Lisa. So there are things you can do. Basically, you wanted to start doing a bunch of visualization exercises. And when I say that, there are people who go, oh my gosh, I can't visualize, because you think you have to like physically see it in your mind. And I'm one of those people that when I close my eyes, I see black. I don't see anything. Like they have this visualization test, where you close your eyes and you're supposed to see an apple. And I know what an apple looks like, but I don't see it when I'm visualizing. So if you are one of those people like me, what the visualizing, they call it visualizing, but what it is like sitting in the feeling that you already have it. So you don't have to actually see it when you close your eyes, but you know how it feels. How would it feel? So think about if you decided that house example was you and you were like, oh, I guess I need to work on my job first. Then what you would do with these visualizations is find the ones that fit your energy best. So while you're meditating, imagine how you feel at your dream job. Which days of the week do you work? Do you work from home or in an office? Do you work outside? Do you like to be outside? Figure out all of those pieces, because then it'll be all in alignment with your energy and you'll be unstoppable, right? So, but it all begins with really meditating and sitting with it and figuring out what feels good to you, because then you can start attracting it. The universe is not going to drop something in your lap that it doesn't know that you want, that you haven't been putting energy toward, because we have free will. So it's not just going to, show up in your driveway. So you have to put energy toward it. And it starts with your meditation to figure out, how do I want to feel? Where do I want to be? Do you want a job that, is remote and so it doesn't matter where it is? Do you want to move to a different state? So you want a job there? Start thinking about those things. All right, let me double check my notes here. Okay. Another thing that you can do is journal. When I'm trying to figure out, what do I really want? I'll journal things out, and I'm a very messy journaler. Don't feel like you have to write between the lines. I usually write something in the center and circle it, and then I have these little dashes going off. But whatever works for you, journal it out. Figure out, if a job is what you're going after, figure out, where you would work, what the hours are, which days of the week, what activity do you want to be doing when you're working. For instance, if you're not a people person, you probably don't want a retail job where you're going to have to talk to strangers all day long, right? So really journal it out and figure out on paper what works for you, because then you can figure out what tiny steps, go back to yesterday, what tiny steps can I do today to get me toward this job or whatever it is that you're manifesting. Okay. So I hope that makes sense. If you have questions, leave them in the comments and let me know what you're thinking or what you're trying to manifest. Share it so we can all put good energy toward what it is that you want. It totally works. Someone else can see your dream happening for you, and that is an extra burst of energy to the universe. However, you cannot do that for someone else without their permission, because free will, it's a waste of energy. That's why as parents, I have adult kids, and I can tell you I've wasted a lot of energy trying to manifest the right partner and the right job, and you just can't. They have to do it, right? But you can totally do it for yourself, and if you tell us what you're working on, we can send energy toward that cause, all right? So tomorrow we are going to celebrate our wins. It will be day 7. So we will celebrate everything about this week and then lead into week 2. All right. So thanks so much for being here. Thank you for following the channel. Don't forget to hit subscribe and feel free to share the video, and you can jump in anytime. If this was the first video you saw, you can hop back to day 1 and start up. They're all very short. I'm trying to keep them very short and try not to be boring because we're doing it every day. But if you have questions, leave them in the comments, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.